Hey guys, Scott Football here, back with another video, and today's video is the Champions League, my predictions for the Champions League group stage for the 22-23 season, as I'm going to be predicting what the outcome is of from Group A up to Group H. About 8 groups to predict. The Champions League draw I've made a couple of weeks ago, but I haven't actually managed to get round to it. I don't know when. I think the draw I've made on the 25th of August, something like that, late August it was. But here are the groups for this season. Group A consists of Liverpool, Napoli, Ajax and Rangers. Group B, Club Brugge, Bayer Leverkusen, Atletico Madrid and Porto. Group C, Victoria Pilsen, Bayern Munich, Group Inter Milan, Barcelona. Group D, Spurs, Marseille, Frankfurt and Sporting Lisbon. Group E, Chelsea, Salzburg, AC Milan, Dinamo Zagreb. Group F, Real Madrid, Celtic, Shakhtar Donetsk, RB Leipzig. Group G, Man City, Borussia Dortmund, Sevilla, Copenhagen. Group H, PSG, Juventus, Maccabi Haifa and Benfica. Right, let's predict these groups. I'm going to predict them from bottom to top. So go through it. In Group A, first I've got Rangers 4th place because I just think this is a very tough group for them. If they don't come last, I think they'll try and get Europa League, but it's a very tough group for them. I think Group A personally is my favourite group to predict of all. They did very well in the Europa League last season. It just depends whether they can. It just depends whether they can actually do it in the Champions League. So for the time being, 4th Rangers, bottom for the time being. Time will tell though. 3rd, I've got Napoli. They're a decent side. Napoli are. I don't think they're quite as good as the other two, but I think they're definitely decent enough though. So 3rd place, I predicted them to drop into Europa League. 2nd now, Ajax, another good side. They've won the Dutch League quite a few times. And next man, Erik ten Hag got Ajax to the Champions League semi-finals once and lost to Tottenham. But I think they're definitely good enough to get. That's why I'm predicting them to get into the knockout rounds, and then top, which is not even a debatable one. Top, Liverpool to win this group. I think Liverpool are going to win this easy, but it's still a tough group though. So my list: 1st Liverpool, 2nd Ajax, 3rd Napoli, 4th Rangers. Now Group B, we got. Instead of doing it bottom to top, I'm going to do top to bottom instead. So Group B. I've got Atletico Madrid. This group consists of Club Brugge, Bayer Leverkusen, Atletico Madrid and Porto. And my order is top Atletico Madrid. I think they'll win this one. 2nd, Bayer Leverkusen. It was out of Leverkusen and Porto, but I just thought Leverkusen was slightly better. So Bayer Leverkusen 2nd. 3rd, Porto, the Portuguese team. The 3 Portuguese teams in the Champions League this year: Benfica, Porto, and Sporting Lisbon. So I've predicted Porto to drop into Europa League, but they have got a decent record in the Champions League, like. And 4th, I've got Club Brugge. This ain't the hardest group, but it isn't an easy group for them either. So bottom for Club Brugge. Group C, now we've got Victoria Pilsen, Bayern Munich, Inter Milan, Barcelona. For Victoria Pilsen, this is literally the group of death for them here, of 3 top European sides. Here's my order: 1st Bayern Munich, they're a very class team they are. I don't know if they kept Lewandowski or not. The rumours he's going to go, but I think he's still there. He's been there forever. He has. So they're gonna win it. And Thomas Muller in the side. This side's absolutely banging it is. So they could possibly go all the way. Who knows? So Bayern Munich top. 2nd, I've got Barcelona. They did drop into the Champions League, Europa League last year, but that was due to a bad year for them. But I think they are slightly better than Inter Milan to get that second place. So Barcelona second place. Third, we got Inter Milan. Their record in the Champions League isn't as good, but they got a decent Europa League record though. It just depends what group they're up against. So third, Inter Milan. Fourth, I've got Victoria Pilsen. I just don't think there's any chance. They can surprise a few teams. That one team, was it Fenerbahce or something like that? I think some team like that. No, a team from Macedonia, North Macedonia, and they beat Real Madrid 2-1. Personally, I don't. This is a very tough group. Macedonia must be gritting their teeth for this group. So Victoria Pilsen bottom. Group D: Spurs, Marseille, Frankfurt, and Sporting. First and second, this was a very tough one for me. As Spurs, they got to the Champions League. They haven't been in the Champions League for a while, but they did get to the final against Liverpool once a few years in 2019, where Frankfurt got to Europa League final last year and qualified for Champions League this year. So the record, they haven't got a big record in either competition, but I fancy Spurs as they've got more experience in getting to the Champions League final. So top Spurs, second Frankfurt, the winners of the Europa League last year away against Glasgow Rangers. And third, Marseille, the French team. I don't think they'll finish bottom, but I think they will finish in third though. And fourth, Sporting Lisbon, the Portuguese side. This is a very tough group. This could go either way. Well, anything can happen in this group, but I think third or fourth will be out of Marseille, but I'll put fourth for Sporting to come bottom. Group E: Chelsea, Salzburg, AC Milan, Dinamo Zagreb. Top will surprise you all here, but I've got AC Milan instead of Chelsea because AC Milan did very well last season. I think they won the league and they've done well to qualify for this year. Chelsea has to all still get through, but I think they'll go down by second, but time will tell. They're not playing very well lately, and they are quite sloppy defensively. They got very lucky on yesterday when the controversial VAR system for West Ham was ruled out. West Ham were robbed over that, and Chelsea have won. But okay, all VAR decisions mess up. It's always been a hass up since it's been introduced, really. So overall, I'm not mentioning about VAR, but you're going to say Chelsea have been quite sloppy and poor lately, so I reckon they'll drop down to second, but they'll still qualify though. Third, Salzburg, the Austrian team. I don't know what's about them, but when it comes to Champions League, they're not very good though. And I think they even got onto the Europa League once. But I think they're slightly better than Dinamo Zagreb though. So third for Salzburg, and last to go, fourth for Dinamo Zagreb, the Croatian team. It's going to be a very tough group, but I think the other three teams are better than them though. Group F: Real Madrid, Celtic, Shakhtar Donetsk, and RB Leipzig. This is a really good group, this is. So, top Real Madrid, the team who won it last year, and are the holders of it, and have won it the most times, and have been the most successful team to win it. Second was out of Leipzig and Celtic, but I think Leipzig are a little bit better for me. And they have re-signed Timo Werner, they have. And they have got some decent players, RB Leipzig, they have. I think the German side, they're probably one of the best after Dortmund. They have some good sides in German league, like Leipzig, Borussia Dortmund, and Bayern Munich. But there's not much competitiveness in it really. So second, Leipzig, they'll get through to the knockout stages. Third, Celtic, who won the Scottish League last season. Originally, the following season had a bit of tough time, but they won it last year over Rangers. So you have qualified automatically for it, but Rangers have to go for the qualifying rounds. So I reckon the first match tomorrow night is away at Real Madrid. So I reckon they'll finish third and get into the Europa League though. Well, last season they got knocked out of every competition and ended in the Conference League and got knocked out of that as well. But I think they're slightly better than Shakhtar Donetsk. And fourth, we've got Shakhtar Donetsk, the Ukrainian team. I hope they do well, really, if we all support for Ukraine at the moment. It must have affected the Ukrainian players there and around the community of where Shakhtar Donetsk play and stuff. I don't want them to finish bottom though, but I just think they're slightly better than some of the other teams as well. So Group G, Group G, Man City, Borussia Dortmund, Sevilla and Copenhagen. Top, Man City. You notice Erling Haaland's former club is in this group again where Man City play Dortmund. So Haaland will probably be banging the goal for against his former club. So Man City definitely top. Second, Dortmund. I wonder if they've got a striker now after Haaland going. I know they've got Marco Reus, that's still good there. So second, Borussia Dortmund. Third, they've got Sevilla. They're very good when it comes to Europa League. They didn't win it last year though, for a change. But I think they'll drop into Europa League. They're a great Europa League team, just not very good in the Champions League. They won't come bottom, but they will drop into Europa League, I think. And bottom, Copenhagen is a very tough group for them, the Danish team. Right, final group now. Group 8, PSG, Juventus, Maccabi Haifa and Benfica. Top, PSG. Mbappe's still there, signed a new contract, and he got players like Icardi. Messi's not doing as good, but he's there as well. And he got Di Maria and players like that, and Ramos and stuff. Those are great players. And Neymar as well. And second, they got Juventus. I think they're slightly better than Benfica to get through, so I'll put them second. Third, they're not as good compared to the other teams in the Champions League, so Benfica third, but they're not as bad as some of the others, but they won't come fourth and drop down into they will be able to at least get in the Europa League though. And bottom, fourth, Maccabi Haifa. Literally the group of death for them. Not as bad as the Victoria Pilsen. PSG and Juventus are death killers. Where Benfica not as much, but still tough to get through. So fourth, the Israeli team, Maccabi Haifa to bottom. So right there, my Champions League Group 2 predictions for this season. Champions League starting tomorrow night, and also on Wednesday. Can't wait to look forward to it. And I got this Real Madrid top, and this is a nice one. Except this is last season's one, but imagine there's a new one for this season now. So I'll wrap this up now. So thank you for listening today. If you did like the video, do subscribe to the channel. Do subscribe to the channel, and do like this video. So thank you for watching today. Have a good one. Bye everyone.